Good evening, fellas.
What's up? How you doing?
What's going on, man? I don't know who that dude is on the left of your screen, but can you introduce yourself, sir?
My name is Hoodsy.
Hey, sir.
Oh, yeah, it's my little bro Hoodsy, man.
One half of
musical genius.
Tribe Called Culture.
So, I'm Cartier. It's my dog Hoodsy, man.
Yes, sir.
Kelly on the drum.
All right,
Appreciate you
so,
having us on the platform.
but of course, you know what I'm saying? So y'all just dropped hybrid frequencies. Okay, so tell us about that project, but I'm gonna ask you a specific question because I don't do just tell me about it.
Yeah.
So,
I'll let you go first, bro.
yeah, where did that come about? Because I saw y'all perform when me and Cam first really met and linked up, and I seen y'all perform one of the songs that's actually on the album.
Yeah.
But I didn't know y'all had, at that time, were y'all working on a joint album?
Well, the idea really came when we were sitting talking outside of a Newsy Baby venue.
Okay.
And I remember you had brought up, that was the first time it was really like big in my head when we were talking with Relo XP. You were like, what are you thinking about doing a collab project? And I was just like, oh, that'd be great. And we're talking about dropping it like decently soon, and we know we just dropped it, so like took a little bit of tweaking.
Okay.
But like it was around then I was just like, all right, I know about what we're gonna be making. Not quite what we were gonna be putting in it, but I knew like I wanted to literally like what we were going off of, like with the title of it, just like want to title it something where we're combining sounds because we're just like swapping what we both do, doing new stuff. Like, so we just decided hybrid frequencies.
Okay, so you came with the idea of let's do a joint album.
Yeah, so basically, all right, so this is how we even linked up and led to where we are now. So I'm just scrolling on Instagram one day, and I think it was Irie, Justin Irie. Yeah, my boy had did a video with Irie.
He dope.
Images.
Very
Shout out
dope,
to my
yeah.
boy. And I seen that, man, and I was feeling the vibe on the song. That was the Limbo joint. That was the original version.
Okay.
My boy had did a video to that. I was like, bro, I like this, but I just, bro, sound like I was, you know what I'm saying? I was fucking with it. So I reached out to bro after listening to the song over and over for about a week, you know what I'm saying, planning around the film and shit. I reached out like, hey, bro, I like this, you know what I'm saying? Let me put a verse on this or something. And you never know how people going.
Right, that's my motherfucking song. Yeah.
They don't know your intentions, bro. What you mean I'm put a verse on the song I already recorded and shot a video for? You know what I'm saying? But bro was open to the idea. So, you know what I'm saying? That's where we first, we did that song. He let me put a verse on this Limbo song.
Okay.
And then shortly after that, you had the back door. Like, man, I came up with this, man, if you want to jump on this. And then I was like, bro, we got 2 songs. I like how this mesh between how my sound and your sound is going. We can get us, you know what I'm saying, handful of songs. We can put out a little EP, album, whatever you want to call it, man. And you know what I'm saying? I started to feel good about that, just living with them 2 songs we had did. So, bro was open to the idea when I pitched it to him. And then from there, we just like, okay, he down with it. So now we just got to come up with a few more songs, and then I'm thinking maybe one of the songs we'll just go with, you know what I'm saying, a title track. We'll take a title of one of the songs and maybe call the project that. But I forgot, right? I was just brainstorming one day. Same way we did with the Tribe stuff. I was brainstorming one day and pitched the hybrid frequency. You feel me? He was like, yeah, I like that. And shit, fast forward.
Okay, so the very first song that y'all actually did together that ended up, which is on the project, is Limbo.
Limbo, yeah, that was the first one. Bro had already had that out, and I heard that, and I was like, I like this. This is vibey.
If you don't mind me saying something real quick, because I knew that the original version of Limbo that I had, because it's gone now, because that one as well, like, that was just because the old distributor I was with, she accidentally forgot to renew the DistroKid, so I ended up deleting it. But it's sort of a blessing in disguise because I can go back and remaster them. She was like, I'm so sorry. I was like, don't even worry about it. Like, I can fix the songs now. But the original version of Limbo, I was like, all right, I know for sure this first one's going to be the one that I'm getting fixed. because just of how trash my vocals sound. So at the time, I wasn't really like Mexican. Like, yeah, I was just recording, putting it in there, putting reverb.
I'm saying when you say trash, you're referring to the quality of it.
Yeah,
not
quality.
the words. Yeah,
not the word. No, like it was just like the actual mix that I was doing on it was just like nothing.
It was raw, but that's kind of what made me see the potential. I'm like, bro, if this shit sound this good when it's raw like that,
we gonna slide down
he
about
get some
time.
polishing on that bitch. Wherever he go to, he get that bitch polished up, that shit gonna go. I knew from then, but go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Well, basically at the end of it, it was just like taking that and being like, all right, how can I make it sound natural enough? So I think it was like the first track I had in mind. It was the last track I actually finished, which was funny. Like, it's the last track I actually mastered and finished up because I was like, all right, I got everything done with this, and I wanted to focus more attention towards everything else. Because I know the last one I produced was 2 Missed Calls.
Okay.
That was the last one I produced.
I love that one too.
That was a good one, and we actually got a remix with somebody that we know.
Speaking of producing, like I said, my brother, he did how many songs?
6 of the 7?
6 of the 7 songs produced by my dog. And a lot of people might not know that, but he is a producer as well as an artist. I didn't know that when I first reached out to him. He made the beat to the Limbo song. I just knew it was a dope song, but yeah. So y'all get tap in with my boy. He on the production too.
Yes, sir.
If you like what you heard on that. If you haven't heard it, go listen. But if you have heard it and you like what you heard, this is the man behind the production. Every song except for Between the Lines. Yeah.
Okay, so how'd you get into producing? What did you discover first, production or making, like, rhyming?
Producing. Well. I guess I'll take it back. When I was a kid, I was singing a lot.
Okay.
I wanted to be a singer from the get-go. Like, I remember having, like, something I wrote down in the 2nd grade being like, I want to be a musician. But I eventually got to a point where I was like, all right, like, that's not real sustainable. Like, especially how it is now. Like, I'm just gonna, I want to be like a computer technician or something. Like, something completely different. Something safe, though. Yeah. But the moment that made me realize I was like, wanted to do something was like, I had a little YouTube channel.
Okay.
And then I was just seeing all these videos about people with FL Studio, so I just downloaded it. I started making my own stuff, and then like almost immediately, like my SoundCloud surpassed my YouTube by like 200.
Okay.
So I was just like, oh, this seems to be the thing I need to pivot to.
Okay.
So I quit YouTube. You know, like I wasn't as nearly as consistent as I am now. So I like took a long time off, and then I produced more. I kept doing it. And then I was like 16, I was like, okay, I could actually put my voice behind this. I just didn't know how to record.
I don't mean to interject. I got a question. When you first started producing, was you producing for you or was you producing for other artists?
Yeah, I was just producing for me.
Okay.
I was just posting it on SoundCloud, seeing what people were doing. Because I think, like, the person that inspired me to produce was probably Joji. Like, y'all know.
Who is Joji?
Joji?
I don't know.
Y'all definitely have heard one of his songs. It was a big trend. Slow Dancing in the Dark. That's one of his biggest songs. But he.
That's dangerous.
You stupid as hell.
But nah, he does like a whole, and that as well. He inspired me to do like all the different genres that I'm like trying to keep doing. But that particular one. That one inspired me a lot, but like when he first started producing, because he had his channel on YouTube, and then he started producing as well, and I was one of his like first fans. But he was still like real popular on there, but I was just like, this dude's good. Like this, I like way more than whatever content he's doing on YouTube.
Well, we don't give him too much time. We're here for y'all.
No. I get you. I'm just saying my inspiration. I gotta get the shout outs to the inspiration.
Yes, sir. Okay, so you have a very melodic sound. And we talked about it earlier when you did your Rap Renaissance shoot, but how did you get to that point so that the viewers can understand? How did you get to that point of being melodic? And my follow-up question is, how did y'all figure out how to merge the two styles?
So, I just started with what I liked, honestly.
That's my job.
I started out with what I wanted to hear. I'm like, what do I want to hear as a listener?
Okay.
I was like, I want to hear somebody laying down some pipes and like putting their soul out there.
Paul.
I was about to say the same thing. Pause.
I thought it in my head. I was like, dang,
That's all good.
They ain't gonna say that.
I'm stupid, man.
But no, I was just like, what do people want to hear?
Right.
And I decided to start doing that. And I knew, like, because I remember one particular message when I was doing a song called Pieces with Kid Hafu.
I love this song.
Shout out Kid Hafu. He needs to come back. He needs to come back.
I love it.
But him and I made Pieces, and he was like, yo, if we're going to do another song together, you need to hit those high notes. You need to not be scared to do that. So I was just like, okay.
We're going to hit these high notes.
Yeah, we're going to do that. So from then on, like that, almost like doing that caused the range to extend, and then that caused me to be more melodic. Because if you listen to my first album, it's definitely more like, just like me, sort of like.
It's melody, but it's not.
It's not me actually switching it up. It's like.
Monotone type.
Yeah, very monotone, very singular, but like now I'm getting to the point where I'm very comfortable just like coming up with these lyrics. And I mean, and melodies, I mean.
Okay.
But like at the same time, I mean, like Cartier's sitting here and like the way we merged our sounds was just the fact that from the get-go, this man had a professional sound. Just like this dude was already, because I don't know who I was showing, I was just like, yo, look at this, like, look at his sound, like,
it's
like
polished,
he sounds amazing. Like just starting then. So just like that and the lyricism and the beats and just like the actual cadence, like how you're hitting each bar, how it's coming in. So like that already was just something that like I think played off well. Like you got that melody and then you got somebody coming in just like talking shit.
Okay, I'm with you. So what helped you avoid being hesitant as to merge those sounds? Considering you have some melody, but you don't sing. So
I come from a lot of songs. I don't do what he does.
Right. So when you reached out, were you ever like, well, damn, I don't know how the hell this shit's gonna merge together? Because everybody who want to do a duo album don't always work.
Yeah, but like I said, once we was 2 songs in, before I, you know what I'm saying, which led me to come up with the idea to approach him about a joint project. It was just like, from the beginning, the Limbo song don't sound like no song in my catalog.
No, I don't.
But if you know me, people that know me know that my catalog, that's not just the extent of the music I listen to and enjoy. That's just what I've put out so far. You know what I'm saying, for my artistry. But I got a wide range of stuff that I listen to and enjoy, and you know, different genres. And I feel like Bruh Sound is really genre bending. Okay. He does rap elements in it, but he's singing in there too, and he's giving you, you know, funk elements here or there, whether he know it or not. You got a poppy sound in certain spots, and then you know it's just different. So, like I said, it ain't every day you come across a song, especially from an artist that you don't know. But I love that feeling though, especially when it's an artist that you don't know. And it's just a song you was scrolling past and you heard him like, oh shit, this a bop. And that's how that came about. So I reached out to him, and initially it was like, okay, this gonna be a challenge because the vibes I be on and what this is and what he does is completely separate. It's over here and over here, apples to oranges. You know what I'm saying? But I like a challenge, and I know that I'm bigger. You know, not saying I'm bigger, but I feel like I'm more confident in my abilities. Then I can do more than just the body of work that I got out right now. So once we had them 2 songs in, I was getting good feedback from the people that heard it. And like I said, me and bro just enjoying the process of putting them ideas together and blending that. Then I was just like, yeah, this would be dope if we can find a way to do what I do what he does. Neither one of us stepping outside of our character or our... Right,
because you're still in your lane, even though it's almost like y'all took 2 highways and put them together.
But it's like I said, like when I made the original post about it on my social media to let people know that it was coming, like, officially, it's like it gave me an opportunity to talk about different stuff and make different type of songs and different, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it just gave me an opportunity to do that. I appreciate it, bro, for, you know what I'm saying, doing this, putting this project together with me, because it let me step outside of what I had already out there to let people, okay, this man an artist. He don't just do one thing.
Right.
He not just a party artist. He not just the artist that's gonna give you the laid back player stuff to when you ride. He can talk to you about life, and he can talk to you about, you know what I'm saying, the stuff that's on his mind is bothering him, and the fact that he just want to be a great father more than anything else. I had a chance to implement all of that in the songs that we put on there. So that's what was so dope to me. So yeah.
Okay, we're gonna bounce around. So my favorite song is Balance. That's the very last song.
Yeah.
What is the last song y'all recorded?
The missed calls.
And I'm gonna come back.
Yeah,
to
2 Missed Calls was the last one we recorded.
Yeah.
Okay, so where in this is 7 songs? Where in this recording process did y'all make Balance?
Balance
That might
was
be next to the last, ain't it?
Oh well, that was one of the first ones I sent out to you because I thought that Balance.
The beat.
Wait,
Yeah, I
so
thought the beat.
what's your recording process? Do you send him a beat with your verse already on it? Do you send him the beat and y'all talk on the phone?
So-
and we like, what we're gonna do as a concept?
It depends, honestly. Sometimes, like for Between the Lines, he sent me the beat with I think his idea over it with just the blank part for me.
Nah. Yeah, I just had the beat, and I knew bruh's style would go crazy on that beat, but I had zero idea for that. I'm like, bro, I found this beat.
Oh, so not even an open verse. You like, this is
we
the
already
beat.
agreed to work on more songs together and build a project. I got this beat, and sometimes he'd be like, yeah, that's cool, but that one apparently struck the same thing. It struck in the already.
So I sent him back.
Yeah, and that's how that I built the
I forgot whether
I can't take credit for that.
Well, I forgot whether you had sent something because sometimes it works out like that. Well, you'll have your part, and then I add on something, and then we find like you'll make the hook, and then I make the melody, and then it just goes from there. Where it's like
we send ideas back and forth, you know, because it was one time I pulled up on bro, and we tried to come up with something then and there, but I've said before, like I'm not always the best artist
in the moment.
In that moment, sometimes I just got to be on my own time.
But that one we made Never Gonna Stop though. That time you pulled
that's
up,
the intro.
Yeah.
That's
we made Never Gonna Stop
because my second favorite.
So it wasn't a complete waste. We did come up with a little slight something that we built on.
So how many songs did y'all record together, physically together?
Oh, we was in the studio together a couple times, and just like when he showed up to the sessions where I was with my engineer. But some stuff he recorded on his own time and just sent to me. We wasn't in the studio together for everything on that.
Right. We got the internet, baby.
I'd say about like half the project we were actually together, like at About Time Studio. Shout out About Time Studio.
And everybody ain't cool working like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I appreciate bro again, because some people like, man, if we can't book the session at the same time and go together.
Right, I ain't fucking with it,
But bro was like, nah, man, we be on different schedules and shit. Sometimes you got time to get in the studio, sometimes I got time, and we just was able to pass ideas like that.
So let me ask, yes, sir.
I was just gonna say it kind of worked out because it pushed me to like get better at mixing and mastering. So it's like there's ever a moment in time where I can't go to About Time. It's like, all right, I know how to record on my own because they do some work that's like sometimes I'll even at the level that I feel like I'm at, I know I'm not at their level because I listen to some effects that they put like on Between the Lines. There's some effects on my vocals. I'm like, dang, how they do that?
But that's what I love. You talking about Altone specifically?
Yeah,
Altone is always sharpening his sword, bro. If I come there, you know what I'm saying. Next time he gonna have different techniques than he had last time. And, you know, if I'm touching up this song, then I gotta add this new shit I learned on here. So
y'all send each other the stems or the finished versions back and forth? Not finished, but you know what I mean, like
stems mostly. I would send bro the stems, and he'll send me the raw vocals, and
Okay. Go back and forth.
So do y'all feel like y'all made the best songs separately or at the same when y'all were physically in the same location?
Honestly, like I don't feel like there was a difference because I feel like each song had its own process and its own due time. Because the songs that I was able to record at my house, send to him, versus the songs that we recorded together came out the way they came out because of the process that it did. And honestly, I don't have any complaints about how they did come out. So it's like to me, I'm just like, I don't know. Sorry, I sort of like trailed off.
Just an interesting fact: the first song and the last song for me, I don't know for bro, but first song and the last song took me the longest to figure out how to approach the song.
Was it based on the beat or the concept?
Maybe both.
Okay. But them my two favorite songs.
Yeah, and I had the beat for both of those songs for a minute. It was like it took me a minute to come up with an idea. I sent them the idea eventually. But like for balance, I sent you the hook for that, and it was like a year later once I finally wrote a verse for it. And
because I remember your rough draft version sounded a lot different. I still got it on my Google Drive.
The same words or different? Completely
same word, but probably different delivery and
the way you sung it. You did an octave higher. So I
ain't even noticed that.
Yeah, no, I remember listening to it. I was just like, oh, he did the old version higher pitch.
Okay.
So it's like
I don't even know if that was by design or I might have did just change it after the fact because that's why I like I said, I do rough drafts. We had a rough draft version. I did a rough draft just on my phone
to kind of hear what it sounds like.
Yeah, and I can live with it for a minute before I go to record at the studio. So I'm like, okay, I need to do this an octave higher. I need to change a word here. So I like just letting ideas develop and taking my time with that shit. Other people just like, nah. When I think of it in that moment, I need to go record it, and that's what it's gonna be. It ain't no going back and touching it up. I want it to be the vibe I had in that moment, but I'm not like that.
Okay, so why 7 songs? Why not a full LP?
Just testing the waters, and also attention spans. Honestly,
that's it. That's what I always harp on, bro.
But the catch is, I think that those who really enjoy the music or the project, regardless of who the artist is or what the project is, I think that when we have, I'm not saying do the Chris Brown with 50 11 songs on there, but I don't think it would have hurt if y'all put more songs in there because it's good. So that's a compliment. That's not a.
Hey, I mean, yeah, I was gonna say like a deluxe album.
Wait, how many did y'all record?
I mean, all the ones that we got is on the album.
We recorded 7, but I got a couple beats that I know are gonna go good for the deluxe. So I already got one.
We got a part.
And then we got a ring.
We ain't even discussed it yet, but it's a part.
So I mean, when can we expect that?
I'd probably say like 2025.
Yeah, it's gonna be 2025 for sure.
What would y'all like if you could change anything about the current version? The I don't mean regular in a disrespectful way, just the standard version.
Yeah.
What would you do different about it if you could change something now?
This sounds real dumb, but I think like a quick skit would be funny or something like that. Like I feel like this album definitely gives like chilling at the party and like how, because we were talking about like structuring the album, it goes like chilling at the party to like sort of like feeling your feelings.
Yeah.
And I feel like if we had like 2 skits in between that to like fully contrast like how it feels, I think that would be a good addition. Plus like a couple more songs. I don't
feel like it need to be no longer, bro. Honestly, I respect what you said, but that's only a certain portion of the audience feels like I want a full length thing. Other people just like, hey, 7 songs is plenty enough for me to decide whether I rock with y'all sound or not.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you. I was gonna say
we're talking about y'all, not me.
There was one reviewer that what he said, Anthony Fantano. He said this thing about a Drake album. About a Drake album that he reviewed.
I always say if he just trimmed it down to this, then it would have been classic.
He said it
like
just
Scorpion. You
trim it down a couple songs.
I say that all the time. I be seeing him say that.
And it's like I kind of took that advice. I was like, all right, what are some of the best songs that we're putting out here? And like each song, in my opinion, because I'm a perfectionist, so like I feel like when I'm saying like obviously. No, genuinely like. I listen to it, and like even songs that I've listened to like over and over and over, sometimes I'll just be like, this is a good one. This is a good one. So it just like, honestly, I feel like where it's sitting now, it feels like a very good, consistent album. I do think like 2, maybe 3 more songs max.
Yeah, I'm not saying make it 20 songs. Like maybe 3, 4 songs added to it.
I definitely want like a song with, I mean, we got that feature artist. And like, I want to say her name.
Oh, it's a young lady?
Huh?
It's a young lady?
It is a young lady.
Singing or rapping?
She's singing. So
I wouldn't put it out there to you.
Yeah, I don't want to.
I wouldn't put it out there till you got the final song.
What's her name?
Show or go.
You said her name was what?
What's your favorite song on the album, bro?
My favorite song on the album? I would have to say either.
I'm only doing that because sometimes somebody say they're gonna get on your song and then it don't come to fruition.
No, I got you. That's why. Well, that's why I didn't want to say her name. I just wanted to say like that.
We're gonna hold it.
That could happen. But like, I would say personally, my favorite song is probably "Between the Lines." Okay. I'd probably say because "Between the Lines" is just one where, him and I are both talking We are talking. Because he's talking about something close to his heart. I'm talking about something close to my heart. I keep hitting the mic. My bad.
You good?
But like,
It ain't picking up.
I'm talking about something close to my heart. And just like how we're going about it is just like, I don't know how it affects everybody else listening to it, but me personally sitting there listening to it, like I'll hear his verse, I hear my verse, and like I'm sort of tearing up. I'm like, this song is hitting.
Okay.
And like just like listening to it, as a matter of fact, it's a fun song to perform. It's a fun song to like not necessarily dance to, but just like
really
it's a good driving song,
vibe.
I would say. So
For
like
sure.
it's just got like all the elements of a song that I would put in my playlist. I would like be listening to. I'm just like, this is the one. This would, I feel like personally, Between the Lines would have gotten like 500,000 views in like 2017. I think it would have been like hella popular. I think it could still blow up
It's
now.
definitely a standout song for me just because like the drum pattern and stuff on there. I ain't never rapped on nothing like that. So it was like, it was
drum and
challenging.
bass.
Like, yeah, drum and bass is the DNB. That's the term that they got for them type of beats and that music that's got the up tempo drums doing like how it do on the Between the Line. So yeah, I just thought it was a cool challenge. I heard a few songs with that and I was like, that's cool, man. I want to see if I can make a song on the type of vibe like that. So yeah, we was able to put it together. For me, my favorite song on there, it's tough to really say because I enjoy all of them, man, to be honest. But
everybody got a favorite. That's what my favorites.
It's hard to pick a favorite. Maybe Balance, I guess, because I really just enjoy.
Yeah, just what you vibe with the most.
Yeah, man, I really just enjoy what I was able to do on there, and then, bruh,
text me when you make it.
Doing his thing. And then, like I say, he kind of surprised me because that's one of the ones he sent me his raw vocals when I went to my studio session. And so I did my part and had my engineer mix his part on that one. I didn't know. I was confused because he had his verse and then it's an additional part as the song before the song go off. Like I don't know if you would call it a bridge, but it's like just another short piece that he had. And I was like, bro, did you have two parts on here? Because every other song we just got two verses.
I like that.
I was like, bro, I loved it. I'm
leave
like,
it on
bro,
there.
You went so crazy. I'm leaving everything you sent me is on there because that shit was hard. Both of them, I feel like, complimented the song really well. So yeah, I guess Balance, but I love the Never Gonna Stop. I love the Tito's and Sprite that we hit on with first.
Why is Tito's Sprite?
Tito's and Sprite was my favorite for the
Yeah.
longest before we recorded.
That was
Balance.
a good one.
That was probably the one.
Why is Tito's and Sprite the single?
Because it was initially supposed to be a summer release, and I feel like that one mostly embodied the summertime. We in the party, we lit, you know what I'm saying? We just enjoying life vibe. And that was the theme that we originally was going with. But then, like I said, life happens. We started having delays in the release. And then it kind of came at the end of summer. But still, these songs gonna live to next summer and beyond, for sure.
And I think even then it's split well, where like Between the Lines and then Two Missed Calls.
They sound
and
good
like
for
Backdoor, like that's good for the driving. That's
sure,
good for
sure.
like smoking, even like whatever you do.
Don't be scared
So,
to say
like,
smoking.
You burn, you burn.
We got the vibes on there. You
Yes.
feel me?
Okay, so hold on now.
Indeed.
So why we ain't got no music videos?
Well, we trying.
I know a guy with a camera.
Yeah.
The album just dropped, but we certainly want to have all of that. That's why we doing this interview. We want to have some more content pieces to post because we feel strongly about what we did here.
We need
the
visuals.
shit that we came up with. So we don't want it to just be a release that happened, then the hurricane happened the next week. And
Right,
people have moved on and it's over with. Like it was unfortunate timing when we dropped it and every shit got
I mean,
real.
you didn't know a hurricane was
Right,
coming. Yeah.
you know. But with that being said, I don't want these songs to get lost in the shuffle of his catalog or my catalog. I want it, you know what I'm saying? I want them to have they just do and for people to pay the proper attention to it. So I'm definitely trying to make videos and content to keep this thing alive for longer, man. Because like I said, I feel great about what we both was able to display on here as far as our artistry.
Okay.
I'm a real visual guy. So like I have very specific ideas for what I would want these songs to
Okay,
it
what
sounds
would Tito and
crazy what I
Sprite
would
look
want it
like?
to look like.
What would Tito's and Sprite music video look like?
Tito's and Sprite, I got.
Showing the new cover. Like when we dropped it, we had a cover that we had at the time. Okay, so he done seen it. Show the camera the new cover.
Yeah, show the camera.
Yeah. Let me pull that up.
Yeah, show the
That shit
camera.
fire.
So like,
I'm
It's
gonna
fire.
get brother put it in at this part.
But
too,
of
if
course.
we can.
literally,
For
it
sure.
would just be like
We just changed the cover art for. Yeah, you feel me?
There you go.
focus.
Yes,
So
sir.
you can
No, I'll insert it. I got
Okay,
you.
okay.
You can
I'm a
kind
matter
of
of
get
fact-
the gist of, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna text you the timestamp. Just ignore it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna text you the time. It's at 29. 29
There you
minutes.
go.
And yeah, bro sent me the hook for that, not even knowing that Tito's was my drink. He just said that randomly, like, bro, you
'Cause
don't
I
even know
thought-
that's my drink.
Yeah, I was gonna name it Steeple because
Who?
that's Steeple.
That was the original.
Because I
Like
said-
a church?
Yeah, just
That's
like a
why I
church.
felt
Like
like,
we had
nah,
as a
we can't do
steeple.
that,
And all so I was like steeple, I guess, and then he was like, "Why don't we name it Tito's and Sprite?" I was like,
I just didn't want to turn off none of our potential audience. Some people just like, oh, it's called Steeple, and they talking about this on the song. I don't even want to.
"You know, I didn't
like,
even
you know
think
what?
about that."
It'll be better for marketing if we change the title of the song. I ain't
Yeah.
telling them to change that line. You
Yeah.
can just express yourself, but I'm like, it might be better for marketing if we call it this. And like I said before, sometimes you present these ideas to somebody that you collaborating ideas with, and they like, nah, they ain't keeping it how I had it. But not that he would say it that way. That's how I talk. But he was open to it. Was like, nah, I feel what you're saying on that. So I feel like Tito's and Sprite was just better for marketing purposes. And then fast forward, now we got this cool ass cover art that he personally know the
He's an artiste.
that illustrated that.
Shout out Prankish Elm.
And it's
Is
just
he
like,
local?
He
I feel
lives.
like-
He lives in Lexington now, but
Is that
Oh,
South
shout
Carolina? Or?
out.
Yeah.
What's his
Okay.
name again? Say it again.
Prankish Elm, I think 5450 or
Y'all
4540.
go follow him. But yeah, I feel like us naming it, deciding to go with the name Tito's and Sprite, just gave the person that's illustrating the idea for us more stuff to work with, as
Oh,
opposed to
gotcha.
Steeple. Wait, I'm gonna draw a picture of a church for the
Right. 'Cause I was supposed to do the album cover too, and I was dragging my feet. I apologize.
Nah, it's all
No,
right,
that's
yeah,
good.
man.
It draws an illustration with the name, so
Yeah.
you make a very good point.
Yeah, and
So, like-
just the elements in the song.
I would picture though for that music video, I could already see it because honestly, the song idea came about from like a really really fun night I had chilling with some of my Colorado homies in
I
Denver.
got a cool idea for it, but that's just me.
Yeah,
Let's talk, discuss it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
Talk
my
about it, gotta
concept.
discuss it during this.
Oh, okay.
my
I
whole
don't want
idea-
nobody steal our idea.
Okay,
that's
for
why I said
sure.
that.
For
my
sure.
whole idea was just like that party, just the vibes of that party, and because it was just such a good time, like everything went right, like everything was just so like that was just like the best party ever.
I
And
see a
it, like
bonfire.
Huh?
I see a bonfire.
Bonfire?
This time of year?
Yeah, like a bonfire,
Yeah.
definitely like.
It ain't gotta
but
be dark. Just
This,
a bonfire. We having drinks and Tito's and Sprite.
this was like a garage party. So like
I
I'm
was thinking
seeing
my backyard,
S'mores
but
and shit.
No, I got you. I'm seeing like a garage party. Like you got the homie with a DJ. You're
Yeah.
just sitting there going off. Shout out Curtis E, by the way. He's one of my homies that lives out in Denver. He produces.
Curtis E.
Go listen to Curtis E.
Okay.
Follow him on Twitch. E-Wade Day. That's what he goes by. So go follow him.
yes,
Not
sir.
courtesy, Curtis E.
Curtis.
They ain't gotta-
Not manners.
They might think you're talking about DJ Courtesy.
Y'all terrible.
E-Wade Day. But no. What was your original question?
Oh,
We got-
why Tito's and Sprite and why no visuals?
So we'll get there. It's on the way. It's on the way.
Hopefully, by the time this interview is posted, there'll be accompanying visuals. It's all in the works, man.
If
We
it-
definitely don't want to deprive the audience of those because we was able to come up with such dope just soundscapes for these songs that it deserves to have some more illustration. So
If there is a music video, I'm sure it'll be snipped in somewhere around here.
Okay. Because I think people need that. I hate to say it, and I want y'all's opinions as well, but I think it sucks. It's like a hate and love thing. Visuals are so necessary, but we've always, as far as hip hop, for the most part, we've always had visuals.
Yeah.
And sometimes they help push an album, and sometimes they just fall on their face. And I don't know why that it's you could have such a diametrically opposed. I put a video out, that shit fucking go crazy. I put a video out, nobody gave a fuck. And I don't know what drives that. What do y'all, I mean, do y'all agree, disagree?
It's 2024, man. People used to consuming content,
Yeah.
visuals. It's like we do a podcast.
Yeah.
Nobody listen to just
Tribe
audio.
Called Culture.
Yeah, Tribe Called Culture. Subscribe to the Tribe. Shameless plug.
Yes, sir.
Ain't nobody, you can watch that on Good Sign Language Production.
Hey.
Ain't nobody really checking for no audio only podcast today. They want to see the visual with it.
And then you can have an audio only, but we should be able to flip to YouTube and watch it as well.
And I feel like people feel the same way about music today. Like, and when we was coming up, the song might not never have a video, but you can still identify with it and just visualize it yourself. But nowadays, they need a visualizer.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you this then. With music, do you need, in my opinion, I don't think a lot of music videos today don't have a concept. It's just a bunch of idiots with butt naked bitches and guns and money.
Yeah. No, like,
I'm listening.
If I'm gonna make something, if I'm gonna have a music video, because the first one I did, like, I loved how I did it, and I loved that there were some like levels of ideas and like concepts that I had with the video. Because when I was talking with Justin, he was like, I really enjoyed like the props that you did in it, like because it's limbo, it's beachy, so it's like you have all these like beach balls and like a fake tree and stuff like that.
It got a vibe to it.
Yeah, there's a vibe to it. So it's like creating an atmosphere plus keeping the engagement. So like if you have a good vibe plus you're switching it up enough, I think that's good. What's gonna make a good video. But like, that person, again, I'm just going off what I would want to see as a viewer.
It takes more than just you mouthing the words to the song.
And you got to give that same energy you gave in the booth to that music. And because I've shot a few, you already know, I've shot a few music videos and they recite the words, but you can tell the emphasis behind what they're saying is not conveyed those a couple takes in the music video. And I've had to be like, yo, say the words out loud so that you are giving that energy that you gave in the booth.
That matters for sure.
Yeah.
You got to make the visual match. You got to show like,
because you lip singing it don't look the same.
Exactly, because it look,
it's awkward. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But I also like to say is as much as we all in agreement here that visual representation matters in this, you can fuck up your song by putting out the wrong visual, working with the wrong videographer. Obviously, my guy is the guy. Everybody is.
I try to do a little something.
But working with the wrong videographer and getting some half-ass looking shit,
you think that can fuck up
that can
traction?
deter somebody. It can deter somebody from liking that song that would have liked it if they just saw a cover art and heard the song. But now that you presented visuals, it's got to be up to par. You know what I'm saying? So, for sure.
Okay, so I don't want to be too long-winded because you've done an interview, but we got to do a full interview, not today, but in general. Yeah. So what is your end goal? I'm going to stop saying that. What do y'all want to come from Hybrid Frequencies? And you say you're going to do a deluxe, and do you want to do a follow-up? Not literally a volume 2, but a second drop. Do y'all want to do that as well?
We haven't personally discussed plans for a deluxe or part 2. But
have you made any music afterwards?
I definitely want. We haven't. All the songs we recorded so far is on the album.
Okay.
But am I hoping to? For sure. Open and hoping. Yeah. Like I said, I just love what we was able to do on here. And
it's something fresh.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I was like, man, it was a challenge for both of us, and ultimately our end goal for me, and I'm gonna let you answer the question too. I don't want to speak to both of us, right. But hopefully he grows as an artist with my audience hearing what he did, and vice versa. And that's my ultimate goal. I hope that we both can grow as an artist with his audience hearing more of my style, more of my sound, and my audience hearing more of his sound. So I just want to anybody that I work with along the way in this journey, I just want to help me help you, and vice versa. So what's your answer to this?
I mean, my end goal with this project, dang, let me think for a second.
He didn't got an end goal. What do you hope that comes from it? Is it
what do I hope comes out of
is it your audience? Is because obviously it's a cross brand. I don't know if cross brand is the right word, but it is
a cross brand.
Yeah, a cross branding of your audience will tap into Cam's audience will tap into Hoodsy. Is that the goal? Or
yeah, I would say that just like not only promoting each other, growing as artists, you know, finding out what sounds we can do, not only working with each other, but working independently, thinking, I actually sounded really good on that. And that started doing Between the Lines, started making me think, I want to do drum and bass. And I started learning how to produce drum and bass because, like, that's different. Learning how to produce that and trap, that and boom bap. You know, all of them have different ways on how you're laying down the patterns.
Yes, sir.
So, like, but what I'm just wanting from this is just both of us to grow as artists, us to learn from what we could have done better on this project, which honestly ain't a lot. Like,
that's fire.
It's a pretty good one. This is a pretty good one.
I always just want to have something that's timeless. I know a lot of people feel like what they do is timeless.
Everybody says, I know you're not saying it to be cliche, but yeah.
We already got a lot of references throughout the project of shit that's only
gonna last right now.
Right, yeah. It's like shit that you still gonna be relatable, you know, years down the line. So, yeah, man, just iron is sharpening iron, man. Just like he just said, the fact that I was able to somehow make my style blend in with what bruh started on the song.
Yeah, because
now I know moving forward, I can challenge my creativity more solo because when I challenged it with Lil Bruh, we was able to pull it off. So now I know that I don't have to box myself in with what I can do.
Now I got another question for you. So why is there no features on it? Is it because of the length of the album, or is it just y'all never ran across this person to be good on this song and this person to be good? Was it like, no, it's just us, key yourself?
Well, with this unknown feature that may or may not happen,
okay, outside of her,
that was a thought process of, okay, we could have them on maybe, and then it was like, let's just put this out just us because we're hybrid frequencies, you know. And this ain't a diss to anybody else. No.
You know, it's just like sometimes you just want it to be y'all.
Yeah, like we are hybrid frequencies. Right. I want to start it, and I feel like you may feel the same way. I don't want to talk for you, but I feel like we're hybrid frequencies starting out like we want to show like this is us.
Showcase y'all first, yeah.
Yeah, and then after like see how it does. Showed like this is what some other stuff could be. This is what, you know, we sound doing this sort of thing. Like just an extension of that era.
Yeah, your lane and his lane,
Yeah.
Yeah, I can say it ain't just like I was just like, no, absolutely not.
Right.
But once we start making these songs, it's like these songs don't need no more.
Because you're each other's feature, technically.
Yeah, we kind of complimented each other so well on it that, exactly. We used to doing our solo stuff, so it's kind of just like each song had a feature. Because I'm featured on his song.
Right, yeah.
That's kind of, but not to say we're not open to it. It's a few artists. Shout out my boy Siobhan. I feel like Siobhan would be dope on our vibes. Rello.
Rello.
It's a few people that's like the vibes that me and bro creating together. I know some artists out there. My boy JTL. It's a few people that might compliment it well. Just moving forward, but just for that first, nobody ever even heard the term hybrid frequencies in that. I feel like it came out the way it was supposed to.
Yeah, I can fuck with it. Right. How do we find? Oh, yes, sir.
I say before we wrap it up, I know we wrapping it up. We said your favorite song. What's your favorite beat that you made on the project?
It's my favorite beat.
Balance.
Sadly, no.
That's okay. I'm biased. I like that song. I like all of them, but that's my favorite song.
Yeah. I'd have to say Backdoor. Because I produced that like way back in 2019.
That's a 5-year-old beat.
Yeah, that's an old beat.
That bitch tough now.
We first linked during the pandemic, bro. So this shit,
that bitch tough. Yeah.
I made that actually off here, White Horse Road. One of my homies that lived near here.
And the white guy that has a studio right past the Jockey Lot. I don't know his name, but it's a dope ass studio.
It wasn't like an actual studio. It was just like we went in. We were just homies.
He is someone that you knew with the white dude.
No, I just don't know his name. Because I've only been twice.
No,
not because he's white.
No.
I was because all the studios I know are black people except for him. So I was like, he said White Horse. It's literally right off White Horse. So I was like,
White Horse long than a motherfucker.
Pause.
Right, pause. Right, a lot of people recording off of White Horse somewhere. But I don't know where.
But he has a legit studio. He does videography. He does what I do, but on a bigger scale.
What's the studio?
Yeah. I can't remember.
Damn, I was finna shout him out.
No, I'll text somebody I'm not gonna mention.
Shout out his name right here somewhere.
What you saying, bro? You say Backdoor is your favorite beat?
Yeah, Backdoor is definitely the favorite beat just because how simple it is.
Yes, sir.
How, like, not that I didn't put a lot of work into it because there was a lot of thought behind,
you
like,
make a simple beat
what needs to go into
complex,
it.
Yeah.
Because, like, if you add something more to a simple beat that don't need it, it's like...
It's fucked up, yeah.
You don't need that.
Yeah.
You don't need that. But, like, just how... And, like, I think my favorite part about the beat, if we're going specific,
yes, sir,
is, like, the little end, like, vocal chop. Because I remember I first sent it to you, I was like, I did this little thing, and you never responded. I was like, oh, dang, does he not like it?
Hard. I probably overlooked that message.
Yeah, you probably just clicked it.
I was like, some shit.
I definitely love that part, though.
Yeah.
I was just messing around at FL. I was just like, I just chopped it all up. I was just like, all right, this is too hard. Just the sound of that beat is so perfect.
So real quick before we get done, I ain't trying to do his job, but
trying to do my job.
Outside of Hybrid Frequencies, what project or song do you want the viewing audience to go check out from your catalog?
He got practice because he do a podcast with some light skinned nigga.
I got a little bit of training with sign language.
I think the song I probably want people to go check out outside of Hybrid Frequencies is probably Maybe I'll See You When I Get There. Because that's still one of my favorite songs I made to date. It is me pulling at my heartstrings, admitting what I've done wrong, admitting what could have been better, trying to get past certain things, trying to change. And that was the song that truly made me realize I need to change my life. So, like, that's the one. That's the one I want y'all to listen to.
For sure.
Okay. And for you, sir, what you got coming next?
Oh, I got that non-negotiable album on the way, man. But right now, my focus is on this Hybrid Frequency, man. Just trying to get everybody to tap into that and check out what we did on there. But non-negotiable is coming before the year is over with. But yeah, man, where they can follow you, bro?
Yeah. Sir,
follow me.
This is my job. How do we find you, sir?
My fault. Oh, shit.
Follow me at Hoodsie Official.
Spell it for those who are not very smart.
HOODSIE Official. I think you know how to spell official.
Okay.
They might not, but yeah.
For you, sir?
I'm at Cardiac Camo. So this at Hoodsie Official. Follow my dog, tap in. Like I said, we got the follow-up to the Hybrid Frequencies. If you're watching this, you already heard it. There is a follow-up coming. We finna get that rolling. But yeah, man. Like I said, man, it's been an honor to work with bruh, collaborate on ideas, man.
Man, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I was bullshit.
You too, though. The media.
I'm just bullshit, man. We hear about y'all.
Bro, man, like I said, man, I found them just on some fan shit, reached out, bro was with it. We put this beautiful body of work together, and I'm super excited about the life that it's gonna take on and how these songs stand the test of time. So yeah.
Quick question, because you made one pop in my head. How were you, and when I say humble, I'm not saying you're less than. How were you humble enough to say I'm a fan? Because not all, but a lot of people, and I'm asking you the same question.
Right, bro.
A lot of people, it's too cool to be like I'm a fan. I say that's why I do these interviews.
Most people,
I'm a fan.
Cool. Most people are too cool, but I don't have that problem.
Yeah.
Like if I like what you got going on, it don't make me feel no way. You know what I'm saying? Feel like it's a shot to my ego to tell you that you dope.
Because it don't make you less than.
Yeah, I don't have that problem.
I mean, yourself, sir.
That, like, I would say when I was growing up, I definitely struggled with that just because of how I was raised. I was never really told, like, you just need to appreciate everybody around you, what they're doing.
Not everybody.
Whatever. Or just like,
some shit is whack now.
Yeah, like, but if they're being good with you,
right, they don't.
Like, just mess with it. And like, I had to let that ego go. And
ego shit.
Once I did, I was just like, man, this shit's so good. So like, it's just, now it's at a point where it's just like, if it's good and I mess with you,
Yeah, that's how I am.
I'm
If it's
promoting
dope, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, like I'm a fan. Like, look, just today I was walking around my house going, "It ain't be on it, you gotta be in it."
Hey, that my shit right there.
You feel me? Nah, but yeah, man. It's just don't if you watching this, bro, and you an artist or whatever you are, don't be too proud to let somebody else know you like what they got going on. They might need to hear that. They might be the one that, hey, that person told me today, I'm finna. You never know.
Be fine with your homies blowing up before you.
Yeah,
Because they
you
gonna
know?
bring you, yeah.
Yeah, nah, man.
All right, one more time, give them socials.
At Cardiac Camo.
HOODSIE official.
Yeah, and go Hybrid Frequencies on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you listen to
SoundCloud,
music.
everywhere.
Go download it. We're going to have it up on one of them direct-to-consumer joints soon, so you can just come straight to us instead of going through the middleman.
Hey.
However you support, we appreciate the support.
It'll probably be on Bandcamp by this time, so go check Bandcamp.
Let's get it.
Hybrid Frequencies.
Thank y'all for giving me some of your time. And thank
you,
y'all
sir.
for watching and listening. We out.